Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Djuma Private Game Reserve in the Greater Kruger National Park, Sabi Sands in South Africa. And what a lovely way to start our sunset safari with a herd of impala. We tend to often start with herds of impalas, but there's lots of them, and there's a reason there's lots of them, because they are incredibly well suited and well adapted, well evolved, whatever you wanted to call it, for this type of environment. Oh, you're looking at me already. Hello, sorry, surprise for me. My name is Ben, and on camera I have got BK with me, and yes, we are out and about, unexpectedly. And you've thrown me completely off my kilt now, BK, no problem. We are live, of course we are interactive, we would love to hear from you. So please do send us any questions, any comments, any musings that you might have, and we'd love to answer those whilst we're out and about this afternoon. I say we, it's myself and Tess will be out in Djuma, and then we've got Chris at Pridelands. I believe Cedric is out and about on Madikwe, and I think somebody is out on Amakala as well. We'll have to find out. But what a lovely way to start the afternoon. Beautiful, beautiful antelopes wagging their tails, driving past, and I couldn't help but notice on this little stand of spear grass you can see lots of net-wing beetles. There's all net-veined beetles. A bit difficult as the wind picks up typically, but see them all there, particularly on the right hand side of the screen. See them all dotted over the grass, which is a bit unusual because they actually feed on nectar from flowers, so I'm not sure what they're up to here. My only thought would be some sort of mating thing. They all seem to be the same species. There are about close to 3,000 known species of this type of beetle in the world. I'm not sure how many we have in South Africa, quite a few. But they all have this characteristic orange and black marking. Looks like a blowfly there as well in the foreground. But these all seem to be the same shape, so I'm wondering if it's not some sort of congregation of males and females, some sort of preemptive mating ritual being done, or a meeting post. Perhaps why they've chosen this spear grass, though, I do not know, but you can see why it's called spear grass, or also assegai grass, which is another name for a spear in African language. And all those little sort of twisted awns contain seeds at the end. Well, we haven't found a predator as such, although this will predate on things as well. Oh, and a bit of a yawn. We've got a yellow-billed hornbill doing some grooming. Of course, they are omnivorous. They eat fruits, but they will also eat insects, arthropods, and the like as well. He's having a good look around. Oh, he has to tilt his head to see things properly.
So on this side of the country, we have got a predator of a very different kind, a rather creepy-looking one, a golden orb-web spider. Now, this is such an impressive species. I always love the size, just the range of the web, the way it reflects all of that light. Look how precise all of those little lines of silk are towards the center where the big spider is hanging. I mean, this is one of the most prominent species of spider that anyone knows about in the Kruger Park, in the Lowveld, and it's purely because of the size of the web. You can't miss them when they glow in the sun like this. But you definitely don't want to walk into one in the shade and have it across your face, I can tell you that much. I have had that before. I actually drove into one by accident, and it was not a very pleasant experience. This is not something I've done in a while, but I did want to show you a very fresh pile of elephant dung. So fresh, in fact, that it is warm on my hand and wet. Very wet. So it's very exciting, but I can smell that kind of spicy, musty smell that's very typical of elephant bulls, because everything changes in their body as the hormones change, and that includes the way they smell and the way their dung smells. I am quite surprised though at how solid this is. I thought it would have broken apart a bit more easily because of the amount of water everywhere at the moment. You would think that it wouldn't be as tightly packed, but I suppose it has just moved through the entire intestinal tract of an elephant. So
she did try to take her opportunities and her chances this morning with wildebeest, but a little bit too big for her. I think she kind of overestimated those animals. Well, actually underestimated them. But yeah, especially wildebeest. But yeah, impala, perfect size for her. I'm not too sure if it's a female or a male impala. Can't really see. So where we saw her this morning, maybe it could be about, I'll say 300 meters, 400 meters east from where we saw her this morning. Penny, yes, of course, cheetahs are water dependent, definitely, like most animals are. But just remember that she can get enough moisture out of the blood for now. I'm just talking about for now. So she doesn't have to leave a carcass and leave it unattended and most probably get stolen by some other scavenger. So she can get enough moisture from the blood now. But once she's finished this, she will definitely... So this isn't even a impala. I'm sure after this she'll go and look for a nice water source to go and have a drink. But for now you can see she's got lipstick on, she's very happy, getting a lot of blood, as well as moisture, so she's definitely in her element here. I don't think it is impala. Sorry, when she lifted it just doesn't look like it. It looks more like a steenbok to me. Just looking on the white under the front legs. You see that white on top. It just looks maybe like a steenbok. But I'm going to jump to it's one of the antelopes. Well, it looks like the lions are getting a little bit more active now. As you can see, a few of them are starting to move around. And this one has just finished having a good old drink. And heading back to the rest of the pride, which is now going to settle. A bit of playtime between the youngsters. There we go. Yes, it is that time of the day. Of course, look at a young male sitting on the dam wall, the two young females coming up there. And the older female to the right. Oh, how precious is that? I just want the other female to get there and also the male. Then we'll have definitely a perfect family portrait on top of the dam wall.
Well, in the words of Hannibal from the A-Team, I love it when a plan comes together. There is Tortoise Pan. We've managed to find him. He did take his normal route, and is taking his normal route. He is on a scent marking mission of note. We've only been with him for about 2 minutes, and he's already scent marked about 3 or 4 times. As we were driving up the road, we could smell popcorn, which is what leopard scent mark smells like, if any of you don't know that. But a real treat for me to... Oh, no, there's a puddle in the way. What are we going to do? We're going to have a jump? Oh, that already seen something, but that to me looks like a leopard who's just looking at the water with indignation, saying, "How dare you be in my way?" No, maybe there's something there, a little terrapin or something that's attracted his attention. What have you got, boy? If he's seen a scrub hare or something in the grass in front of him. You can see how that body language has changed. See the tail begin to twitch. He's definitely seen something. A little bird maybe, a scrub hare. Oh no, we've lost interest. Okay, we'll scent mark instead.
That would complete our very strange encounters today. But to everybody who interacted with us today as well, and everyone who donated especially, thank you so much for joining us. It has been a treat. We will be out and about tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. Central African time for our sunrise safari, so please do join us for that. But in the meantime, thank you for a wonderful day. Sleep well, and we'll see you soon.